Hi, YouTubers. It's Evan X Videos. Anyway, this is going to be an important health update. I got my results of my liver scan and also my gluten antibody test. I want to discuss right now. I know it's not a medical Thursday like a big ass cigar, but basically, I want to discuss the results of the test because this is pretty important. Disclaimer: nothing is wrong with me. I am totally fine. I am not in serious trouble, so do not take this too extreme. Anyway, so I have my letter here from my doctor, and he's big ass doctor like a big ass cigar. And I also, I have two letters here. Obviously, I won't show them out of privacy, out of confidentiality, for him and for me. So the results of the Fibro scan, which is the scan of my fatty liver, basically show that there was a little bit more fibrosis than last time. Compared to October 2018, when my old doctor ordered the Fibro scan back then, there was less fibrosis back then, which means it has gotten a little bit worse. And that's probably due to the fact that I haven't lost a significant amount of weight since then, and I'm still, maintaining about the same eating habits, in terms of my diet. My diet is about the same. I'm eating the same amount of foods, which unfortunately include a fair amount of crappy foods. So basically, that is the Fibro scan. The doctor just basically said you have mild to moderate fibrosis, a little bit more fibrosis than last time. The whatever it's called, I'm not going to try to pronounce it, is still severe like last time, and basically he's saying I need to focus more on treatment such as ideal weight, exercise, control of cholesterol and sugar, and reducing alcohol intake. That is what the doctor said. He wants to do another Fibro scan in 2 years, which would be the fall of 2022. I'll be 31 then, so pretty freaking cool. Anyway, so that's the results of the Fibro scan. That's the most important thing, which is measuring the health of my liver. My fatty liver personally is not related to alcohol intake. It's related to being obese. I'm not super happy about that because it does mean it has progressed a little bit, but neither am I really, really, really unhappy. I am happy, it's not severe enough where he wants to see me in a few months, So in my opinion, my personal opinion, like my asshole, everyone has one, is probably it's not severe enough where he's like, okay, you need to see a liver specialist, you need to go on liver medication, you need to do a scan every 6 months. It's probably progressed a little bit, but not enough where it's like a 911 emergency. Anyway, the next thing is my gluten antibody test. So let me just move the paper. My gluten antibody test, which is for my celiac disease, because I am celiac, and I'm following a strict gluten-free diet. Basically, they measure my antibodies once a year to see, make sure I'm not accidentally eating gluten, because even though that I'm not, purposely eating gluten, you never ever know because of cross contamination. Because we go to a restaurant, nice big ass restaurant like a big ass cigar, there's always a risk of cross contamination, and cross contamination in a restaurant can be really, really, really potentially awkward for somebody with celiac disease. So you definitely want to get tested at least once a year if you are celiac. Obviously, I'm not a doctor for the last damn time, and you want to have your gluten antibodies tested because who the fuck knows what you're eating in a restaurant. Because there is so much potential cross contamination. Anyway, the results of my gluten antibody test, which is called TTG antibody test. The specimen was taken. It was taken to the lab. The results came back at 1. Anything under 4 is considered undetectable for antibodies, which is pretty freaking amazing, And the results of my gluten antibody test is normal. He says right here, the doctor, nice big ass doctor like a big ass cigar, he says the celiac blood test shows that the celiac is under control, which is good. That's pretty nice, pretty damn decent. That test I was not surprised about. I was not that concerned. because honestly, I am very, very, very careful with the diet. I am super freaking careful, and even though I go to restaurants, I go to pizza parlors, I go to all kinds of crap. I'm very careful, making sure I am following a strict gluten-free diet. Anyway, so that's the results of the two tests. So to paraphrase, the fibro scan, the liver scan, and liver blood work showed a little bit more progression in the terms of fibrosis. And in terms of the gluten antibody test, it showed normal. The celiac disease is well under control, which means the villi is recovering. The villi in the small bowel is recovering and is staying recovered. Anyway, that is pretty cool. I'm very happy. I'm going to try to improve my diet a little bit for the fatty liver, but who knows. Anyway, Big Oscar for life. Pretty freaking cool. Bye.